I wanted to go through and show you how to set up the Send with some EQ and obviously AFS. And EQing front of house is different to monitors, so I'm going to use the worst case scenario. I'm going to put a microphone in front of a studio monitor, and let's see how bad we can get it. So I've got a microphone connected into channel 3. I've set up gain here, just about 35 dB. I'm going to click on the edit button and the aux send for that channel. I've left it at 0. I'll go my aux sends here, and I'm going to leave the actual master down right now, and we're going to slowly increase it to see what happens. I've selected it. I've clicked on edit. I've gone to my EQ page. I've set up and turn on. Don't forget to turn it on. Okay, as you can see, I've got a few here. I'm going to clear those all. I'm going to clear all. I'm going to go to fixed. Okay, and I'm slowly going to increase the volume here, and then you'll see what occurs. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So as you know, we basically have 6 fixed and then 6 more live. I could select live now and continue to do this, or in this situation, I think what I'll do, because I really want to tune it a bit better, I'm going to go to my EQ here and actually bring these down manually a little bit. Okay, not too much, a little bit, and try and redo this so we can have a little bit more control over it. And as I know the sound will change, but just giving you a worst case scenario situation here. So I'm going to clear the live, bring that down first a little bit more again, going to set up, clear the fixed, and then increase the level again. Obviously 5 kilohertz is really bad, and 2K2. Aha, so there you go. There's a couple of other ones that weren't there before. Now we'll have a little bit more control over it. So we can bring those manually down a little bit, and we have, you know, basically double control over the situation here right now. We'll bring those down a little bit here. And that way we have a lot more control over the actual overall sound. Now, do remember that if it's a monitor just for vocals, channel 1 and 2, auxiliary 1 and 2 and master left, right have the ability to use the high pass filter as well. And as you move that along, that's changing the cue point of the whole system. So be aware of that, okay? Using the high pass and low pass filters does change the way the system would sound, because there's more energy in the higher frequencies. There's less energy in the lower frequencies, more energy in higher frequencies as you change these things. So that's quite loud. Obviously, that would be too loud, so I don't need to do that. But what I could do now is I would go here and turn on my live. So then if something occurs while you're actually singing into the microphone or speaking into it, that would be the situation. Now, you could have a much worse situation, and have a look at these frequencies like 100 hertz, 630, 2.5K. You may have a really, really bad situation, and you don't actually want to run the EQ on the microphone and change it so badly for the front of house, but you want to do it on monitors. So obviously on the Ui24, that's a little bit easier, because now you have the ability of splitting that into 2 channels. So if that's input 3, I can bring input 3 now for the front of house into another channel. So if I click on channel 4 and I click on edit and patching, I can select input 3 now for local here. So that's my input 3 there. The gain will be the same for both. We can't have different gains, obviously. But now, as you can see, I have 2 levels here. So channel 4 will be my mic FOH, I would call it, mic FOH. And then channel 3 will be my mic for fallback. So what you can do is you can turn this down, go to the auxiliary, channel 3, hit, no, I don't want all channels, hit on that on post fader. Okay, so this will be post fader or pre fader as you need it. Okay, as you require it, that'll work for you. If it's post fader, obviously the channel won't work now anymore. So you got to make sure that it's on pre-fader. And channel 4, you're not going to send to the auxiliary at all. If you go into the actual channel itself, you still have the ability to EQ. So if I go to EQ, now I've got parametric EQ on top of it. I can high pass filter. Remember that 100 hertz, that really bad 100 hertz that was there, that's coming up there. We can take that out. You can hear those frequency there on the EQ fallback as we gave it more energy by reducing the high pass filter. So we can tune the actual fallback on that channel specifically. What other problems did we have there? We can go and have a look at the aux-sends page and on the EQ for the aux-sends page to remind us what issues we had there. Remember, we had 630, we had some issues in 5K, and we can actually go there and fix those up. So then you have double control over it without affecting the sound to the front of house. This is our front of house mic, and that's not going to change what the fallback microphone is doing.